Hi everyone, welcome to Peak Performance this week. Today we've got some great movements for you. The first one is a really good core and glute or hip stabilisation exercise, and that is what we use in the foundation movement system to help improve people's balance, core strength, and really structural balance, balancing everyone out. It's a unilateral exercise, meaning that one side of the body's working, and whenever we do unilateral movements, especially with the lower body, it means that there's a lot of core activation going on because effectively we have to balance on one leg. So this is for anyone who's got a little bit of instability in the hips, wants to improve balance or glute strength, and it's a great glute exercise overall. So I'm going to get Richard here to demonstrate. This is the single leg kettlebell deadlift. We use it as a remedial or conditioning exercise or to supplement or complement some of the bigger lifts. So Richard's got a kettlebell, he's got a 10 kilo kettlebell, that's about right for a beginner weight unless you're a smaller person. And he's going to balance on one leg, and you'll notice he's hinging in the hips here and bending down so as to put the weight on the ground and pick it back up again. What we want to imagine is, depending on your flexibility and movement capability, the range may vary, but we want to imagine that he's almost putting the kettlebell down onto like a coffee table or something and then bringing back up again. And you'll see that there's a real emphasis on the hip drive here, which is maximizing the glute on his left side there. So it's really important. What he's done is he's done a crossover grip where he's actually holding the kettlebell in the opposing arm to the leg that's working, and that will help a little bit with your balance, and it'll also make the core work extra hard. So that's a really good way of driving up the neural activity, because you'll notice if he goes into the forward position here, there's an element of this side of the body that wants to rotate. So just by Richard keeping his body straight, he's working the QL and the obliques and the cross-sectional muscles going across his body to keep him straight. So you could say that this is an anti-rotational exercise as well, which is really important for core strength, inner core strength and stability. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. The hip, anything with hip extension, although it's working the hamstrings, it's working a part of the hamstrings that controls the hips, and they like high repetitions. So when we prescribe this movement in our program, we generally say minimum 12 reps up to 20 repetitions. You really want to feel your hips and glute stabilizers burning by the end of it. So what you'll find is the first 10 reps, you may not really even feel it, and that's fine, you're doing it right. Once you get to 12 to 15 reps, you're going to start hitting those inner hip stabilizers, and those little suckers are designed to fire for long periods of time, so they don't get fatigued on less than about 10 reps or 12 reps. It's only once you get higher up in the rep range that they really start to work hard. So 12 to 15, 20 repetitions even, guys. Enjoy. You can practice this one literally 4 or 5 days a week. The glutes need to be hit from all different angles, all different load and variation and intensity ranges. So get right into it, guys. Enjoy the glute training.